We have seen self-containing licenses to be less expensive. Then I asked, will you mind getting me to develop a quick, simple one-time path license for a small Hello World one-time path is described over here with a DeFi helmet keeper. Let's see reason. One technique is to use a one-time path instead of a random key. It's only used once, kind of like the nonce. A nonce is a number that's used once. When the user generates the shared secret key, they can also generate a nonce. The nonce will be included in the ciphertext and it will be used to authenticate the user. Based on this technique, you can make it more difficult for the user to read the code or hash to help protect your intellectual property. Here are some additional things to consider when using the DeFi helmet cryptography for runtime key generation. Size, type, communicating channel. Follow best practices to ensure runtime cryptographic keys. Alright, so generate a new key and this one to me. Duplicate this. This is great. Let's see. This. I mean, like, four. Oh, definitely not. Yeah, what happens? Probably went back. Oh. Same. Let's see what's going on. Good networking beat. So like I was trying to get, I guess, for you to kind of work at the same like dynamic and that's fucking oh, off something now. Just kind of sucking and working the same. Yeah, it's a power code. Power code. That should be a regular tool, and get it. This, for example, I was moving with this. They want to long screen game. What kind of it's very easy. No, just know what it's doing. Hey, ooh, so hard. I'm doing it. You guys can see. Oh, do this. Import random, import OS, find, generate, let's do key function. Now it's commented, it generates random key. Join, beat, join, chart character, random, and integer 255. More underscore range 128 just to save. Yeah, the run for example. Find is the function encrypt underscore file. And it's going to take the file underscore file. Yeah. I'm going to comment that it's process, which is encrypt file read a key. file being executed with open file underscore path forward RV loss last file get data equals f read function. So read the file, read the cipher equals as new key is at mod underscore cb. We create the Mr. data name equals cipher that encrypt data with open files with file right block. It's read block. Right block. It's file f colon file like right to the on screen data. Back to another definition of the main function. Main function. It's enough creative degree freedom. P equals freedom generate equals key. Wait, what am I doing? Underscore key. Bracket braces. Underscore path equals lower at xe. Encrypt underscore file path key. No, key. We're gonna be encrypting the file with the key. That is gonna be generating the key. File, figure out how it's gonna be doing. These parts is will encrypt, then it says that you need to cryptographic package I need to install. It's a requirement. I'm not sure if I can put that in Python. What is this? File means pig file. That I'm not doing. And then just you underscore name underscore equals sequence main. Main. Right? Right. Is that? So it's supposed to be a comma, EAS, random integer. Let's copy the numpad at xe. gonna just well, no, make the directory. Let's just call it nonce license, nonsense license. Then there's more one-time pad and thank you. The hello world.x picking on nonce license. Let's do it one by one. Good wallet. There's PowerShell getting evidence. Oh, okay, let's see. So we have this main function. It's gonna want us to install how we solve that cryptography. Let's go plug into that. License. So that works when we do the content. And there is all porno. I want to test it. The program that it's gonna be is the virtual numpad. I just copied. Press Control Shift P. So we're gonna be working on. It's not in the terminal because right now it has some weird thing that I'm waiting stuff. But over normal things, you have a regular numpad below this 789 from the regular keyboard, plus minus, division, tabulation, all of the fun stuff. It's actually documented this webpage. So I need to finish it. Makes wants to charge me like the hefty sum. And anyhow, I want to before releasing it have attention. So we're gonna be testing real quick. Like instead of having an authentication license server using integrated cryptographic development, apparently we can use licensing option that then uses the resources of the people instead of having to pay for the electricity, the server, bandwidth, etc. The other way to go will be kind of decentralization in a way. So probably you also delegate that to people. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's for intellectual property piracy protection in the way this with this form. Right, so we should run it. Oh yeah, you can take out the thing itself. Actually, close it off. We should have one called Hello World. Since I just copied it real quick. Hello World, Python. What am I writing over there? No. That's not what he said. One time license.py. Oh yeah, because it's already integrated, it's gonna be the hello world. Let's see. Valid syntax allow read syntax service already. This is gonna open up right in there, right? Yeah. So I colon 26 to go straight to the line, no problem. It's gonna be the whole main. You just cover with this or something. Let's try it. The syntax. Alright, we explain and let's just delete all. Probably if we actually like, if we just follow that, it's probably going to tell us. Alright, if we quick money there, right? Oh, come on, let's go and do this. Yes, it drove me as like the returning with you. I'm saying see what it would be. Slowly, yes. Oh, just come on. So they're in the face, of course. Unless you run. Alright, let's see what it says. Along the scroll path. Oh, underscore. On the, yeah, on the, what's this? Mindfulness? Underscore. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, really? Give me a green. Blue green. And now it's. Oh no! Did we just install that? AES is not defined. Yeah, we wouldn't peep start cryptography to no happen. Requirement already satisfied. Requirement already satisfied. Oh, let's just run it again to the error with people party. You like that? Like that was not the only dependency. Have it here, so it should be the phone. Yeah. like report US. Should I also write something like report AS? Now do yeah. Well, anyways, report AS. Now should be running. Let's see, most recent poll. Jupiter has no. Part of the scripting. Is it importing OS? Missing import OS on what? Import random and import OS. Yeah, down. Yumi. Import OS. Okay. No module on the CAs. Keeping you in there. Let's see what it says. So this big style crypto bill secure. Does it even exist? Nice. Snake IO, you know? Right, so what was it? Keep it up, big crypto down. And now I'm gonna need to create what with my freaky history. It's like 3 of those. I crypted them. It's kind of good. Alright, it's running, but uh, wrong there. Should we put 256? Hmm. Well, you're using the correct key. The correct key is the key. 255. Pushing the door, I need to see you. Rolling the door. Pushing the door, I can see you. Way I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Ocean and blue, I long to see away, rolling river, ocean, freaking Shenandoah. So what did change for I on 28? Let's see if we didn't change a thing, man. It arrived to rampancy when I was gonna start going in circles. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, Shenandoah. Alright. We start returning the keys randomly to you. Let's put the joints in, repeat them. Way I found the way. Something I need to repeat this. Oh, of course. Oh, it's right here though. So I'm not sure that actually should be there. So no module name is. Yes. Know how long is this? Incorrect AS key, length, the length key. See, let's feed this to ChatGPT and find this rampancy. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Ask it Where does that change from before? So you see the change. The key return a key that was 128 bytes. Bytes. What? It's some white and serious stuff. That's a really. What is in that? What is in the real? See, from what he was saying over here, wasn't it? It said the return byte. See, it's rampancy. So what it's doing is changing it for key underscore string equals that. Going below, return bytes key underscore string UTF encoding. Alright, let's try that. Now it's going a little bit gray. Hundred and 89 bytes. You see, it's going a little gray. Is that it? It's going out crazy. Just not assume anything. All looking cool. And support these things with creator licenses, taking intellectual property. Same thing. Now it's getting bipolar. And they just, instead of 128, it's in 98 to 128. Just put for range and 7. No, what are you freaking doing? Oh, it's because that's all here. Got them. See? Oh, because, they even been able to see some balance. The 19 thing, with German man, something like that. So 98, what? 143, 92, 15, 86. Yeah, with what? Oh, policy being. So if by any chance I manage to get 128 bytes, we put this. tab that is ran with each bytes change. You see that? I'm so confused. Wait, what? What was that all about? Here, so yeah, there's the future of coding. Let's try this. Keyboards. We take this. Beats. See how it goes. Let's tell him account guarantee and wants to give the name. Trying to give it a name. Steve. Then why the key is just using it for fun. right? You just pass the ball to ChatGPT. License executables. Just put that exe, also ChatGPT gets me. License executable. And executables with Leafy, Helming, Leafy. I have this script. It's with the errors. How many correct this? So you guys have to copy this. Isn't it all? Let's go over the code real quick. So it's gonna be importing AES random bytes specifically. Random and OS. Having numpad to generate the key instead of doing. Well, I mean, you have 40 random bytes. Get random int. Yeah, let's get random bytes specifically from other library. Serialization vector. Oh, mosquito got me. Computer after. Freaked it down. Let's see, let's try to run it. No one word. It's in the directory. We have the decrypted. What? It's asking in distributing that an executable online download will be the procedure to implement this type of licensing automatically. You need highlighting me the steps. No. Mhm. To implement the automatic licensing for a downloadable executable involves several steps. Here's a high-level overview. You need to generate the license keys. You need a method to generate unique license keys for each user. These keys could be based on various cryptographic techniques, like generating a random string using a hash of user information or employing a more complex algorithm. Ensure that the license keys are sufficiently random and cannot be easily guessed or enforced. Embed license information. General license keys and relevant licensing information into the executable. This could be done as main data within the executable or as part of the file itself. Be cautious not to expose sensitive information directly in the executable. Online platform setup or an online platform to manage licenses. Platform could be a web application or a server or a cloud service. This platform will handle installation and validation of license keys. Users should be able to purchase licenses through this platform upon purchase they receive the license key. Download link generation. When user purchases a license, generate a unique download link for the executable. This link can be new time the user's account to prevent enough. So it's like a link that is off tied to the account. License validation in the executable. Modify your executable to include code that validates the license during runtime. What's the top hammer time? Should extract the license information from yourself, or you can put the licensing from itself. It should be machine or account activation releases the license for using a different machine. Be careful to strike a balance between user convenience and security to prevent unauthorized transfers. Like the 3-1 Americans. Licenses expiry and renewal. Track license expiration dates and offer users the ability to renew their licenses. Secure communication testing anything. Well, let's just test real quick this works. Let's try to run the encrypted real world. It's not a valid. It's unencrypted, decrypted. That was already decrypted, so whenever you download, make sure that works. Here we have the decrypted, encrypted hello world links. Okay. So how does this work? We need to run the Python, the licensing once. Yeah, let's make a diagram from like they buy it, we run this, we send them the encrypted thing and their key, then they get our unencrypted executable and then they can distribute it. Yeah, it doesn't work to that specific part. Anyhow, Laser managed to get it flying. Then I'm going to show you that some fact actually working. Press Control LP, JKL 3123, let's see, UIO 456, 789, 789, rent up 9 is tab, then F10 is the star, minus. Right around here, the 0 is gonna be the plus. Below, we're gonna have everything. Yep. And what's only some over the rainbow? You still need to make this around like you from piracy. Let's see where the conversation went part. I was told, was told that nothing on the path. The path, a way to offer licensing suitable using myself. How that will look implemented. Rhythm It seems like you're looking to implement a system where the user buys software gets an unique multi-graphic key generated using different cryptography. This key is then embedded to compile personal code and then given the user for authentication. Additionally, you want to prevent the user from copying and distributing the software. Let's break down the process and changes you might need to make from the one-page process to a script to achieve this. Here's an overview of how the implementation could look. Generate the Diffie-Hellman keeper. Generate Diffie-Hellman keeper on the server. No, I don't want a server for each user. Okay. The public key can be embedded in the executable, and the private key is kept on the server. Users purchase the software through a web page. Upon purchase, the server generates the web server index, any new Diffie-Hellman key pair for the user and provides them with the corresponding private key along with the download link for the software. I'm going to study this more in depth. When the user runs the software, they use their private key and embedded public key to generate a shared secret. The shared secret serves as a runtime cryptographic key for communication between the user and the software. Modify the software to use runtime cryptographic key for encrypting and decrypting data between the users. This ensures that only users with valid private keys can interact with the software. Protecting against an unauthorized use. Since the key is unique to each user, it's difficult for users to copy or redistribute the software. You can also implement additional techniques like binding the software to specific hardware or requiring online activation like the specific hardware. License expiry and renewal. Track license expiration dates and offer users the ability to renew the licenses. Update the Diffie-Hellman account. The Diffie-Hellman keys accordingly if license is renewed. Remember that implementing such systems involves several security considerations, including key management, secure communications, protecting against reverse engineering. You might want to involve security professionals in the process to ensure the system's robustness. But for the one-time bad license by script adapting to the Diffie-Hellman scheme will involve significant changes. Diffie-Hellman is a key exchange protocol and it doesn't directly provide a one-time path mechanism. Instead, you will use the shared secret generated through Diffie-Hellman's the cryptographic key for encryption and decryption. Additionally, one-time paths have limitations and are often not practical for real-world applications. It's a need for perfectly random and truly unique keys for each use. In summary, implementing a secure and robust licensing system with Diffie-Hellman cryptography requires careful planning, knowledge of cryptographic principle, and potential collaboration with security experts. All right. Let's see. So, purchase software upon download generated. So the private goes to the public stays on the user runs the software, they use the private key and the embedded public key and some generate a shared key. This shared key serves as a runtime cryptographic key for communication between the user and the software. Because the public is embedded and the embedded public key. So once the embedded public key goes within the executable, so modify the software. Encrypting data between the user and software is ensuring that loading to valid private keys can interact. If the key is unique to each user, it's difficult for users to copy or distribute the software. You can also implement additional techniques like binding the software to specific hardware, requiring online activation. License expert with no correct license expiration dates. So one thing pass. About the announce option. Seeing a number only used once, a common technique in cryptography for ensuring the fullness and integrity of messages is something in conjunction with encryption and authentication mechanisms in the context of software licensing and protection against unauthorized use. And nodes can help prevent replay attacks and ensure that a license or message is only used once. Here's how you might incorporate the use of a nonce into the licensing system. Generate the nonce. When user purchases the software, server generates the nonce for that user, embedding the nonce in the license. The nonce can be embedded in the user license and not in the other relevant information. Software execution: when the software is executed, the user uses the embedded nonce along the diffie element generated key to authenticate itself with the server. What I want is to have those, but I think I need to ask ChatGPT this question. But the ones that I asked are told me great stuff, I guess. You can suddenly limited validity period. The previous license. There's no use to up. Let's try it this way. By the way, I was wondering if you could use cryptography to do a more or less download runtime cryptographic key that is both implemented into the compiled version of the code and given to the user. That way he may authenticate his license. Yeah, there needs to be protection for them that hash not to be reused for the client, not to be available to just copy and distribute inside your program platform. Absolutely, you certainly can implement a cryptographic solution to achieve secure downloads that runtime cryptographic key for authenticated licenses and prevent the unauthorized redistribution. Here's a high-level approach you could take. License generation upon purchase on what the server wants. Upon purchase, generate a unique license key for each user. This could involve combining user information, purchase detail, and a random component. Hash is generated license key to create a fixed length code. And then code embedding. Embed the hash license code into the compiled version of the software. This code will serve as a user's authentication token. Runtime authentication. When software is executed, it extracts the embedded hash license code, and the software then prompts the user to enter the original license key they received upon purchase. User input verification. Software hashes the user input license key using the same algorithm. It compares the computer hash to the embedded hash. They match, the license is valid. Otherwise, it's invalid. Protection mechanisms. To prevent simple copying and redistribution, consider the following techniques. Binding the software to specific hardware attributes, example, machine identifiers and installation. Implementing online activation that ties the license to an user account and requires periodic activation. Using obfuscation and anti-debugging techniques to deter reverse engineering. Offline mode and license checks. If software can work offline as a combination of cryptographic techniques to ensure that the license checks are difficult to bypass. For example, use a challenge response mechanism where the software generates a challenge based on time or other factors and the user responds with a valid signed response. Regular updates and monitoring. Regular update and monitor your licensing mechanism to address vulnerabilities and adapt changing security threats. Remember, no system is entirely foolproof, and determined attackers might still find ways to bypass protections. However, by employing a combination of cryptographic techniques, early binding, online activation, and continuous security updates, you can create a robust licensing system that significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized distribution and use. It's also important to keep security best practices in mind throughout software development process. And yeah, anyhow. That's all for the moment. Thank you.